the story in Katsina State, where reactions have trailed the peace deal negotiations between one of Nigeria's most wanted terrorists, Isaiah Kwashen Garwa, with a community in Faskari local government area of the state. The deal was announced on Sunday in a post on X by Zagazola Makama, a security analyst specializing in the Lake Chad region. In the post, Makama explains that for a long time, the terrorists had been linked to kidnappings, killings, and raids across forest areas in Katsina, as well as neighboring states. Reactions to the story have been divided. While some see the development as a chance to restore calm in long-troubled communities, others question the sincerity of the bandit leader, recalling the atrocities attributed to his group. I mean, look at this man out there holding a rifle. He's out there, Rufai, and meeting with community members. And this is the sort of conversations we're having right now in Nigeria. I'll take the reactions trailing this story. This is from an ex-user, wrote on X. Is a peace deal the required justice for the numerous lives that were wasted and are still wasting so many years of setbacks, not only for the direct victims of insurgency and the Northeast, but also for the country in general? Negotiating peace with bandits and enemies who held the entire country hostage for so many days is synonymous with encouraging others to constitute themselves into groups to wage war against the country with the mindset of being granted amnesty after so many years of infiltrating havoc and destroying lives. Meanwhile, a peace deal that was intended to end years of violence in Nigeria's northwest has collapsed after bandits abducted 40 worshippers in Zamfara state. The peace pact had been signed on August 28 between community leaders and bandits in Katsina state. However, less than a month later, gunmen attacked a mosque in Gidantobe village in Safe local council and abducted dozens of worshippers during morning prayers on Monday. Despite the setback, the Katsina state government is saying they support community-driven pacts with repentant terrorists, but maintain a policy of zero negotiation. What sort of contradiction is that, Rufai?
So when you see a society that the oppressors are beginning to have a very free reign, and the people that the government ought to protect, the government can't protect them, so they try to look for deals with their oppressors. These are vestiges of a dysfunctional society. You will have thought that this government will focus on that, but they'll never focus on that. They'll focus on politics. And that's why they were doing elections in Zamfara State, 5 local governments. I can't still process that thing. They deployed officers from Gombe and other parts, military officers, battalions were there. Insecurity, you will never see that kind of mass deployment. You see, because number one, the government doesn't really care about you that much. So you are left in the hands of kidnappers and bandits. You have to beg them for peace deal. And that's the dysfunctional society we live in. And it's that kind of dysfunctional society that breeds people like Bago. That Badegi FM held his feet to the fire. He felt no other thing to do. He said he was going to demolish the station. Thank God Badegi FM didn't call to him. You know how many media stations that have called to dictators and outright bullies in this country? They took him to court and he was repelled. Now he wants to look at the sermons of preachers. At a point, if care is not taken, I'm not saying he has done it, but at this rate, maybe he'll start looking at all the phones and the call log of everybody because he wants to censor thoughts. The best antidote to react, if they say you're not doing well, is to do well. But in a large regard, in a very big aspect, yes, he has got some successes right in agriculture, but in trampling of rights and things like that, he has not done well.
Yeah. And
we have to tell him what it is. In that interview, he made many blunders. And please, his chief press secretary should walk him about what they call image. He thinks he's straight talking, but he says a lot of rubbish. Just like what he said in that interview, that Borgu local government is bigger than the entire Southeast. Empirically, it was proven to be wrong. Borgu local government is not bigger than the entire Southeast. Right. So is this not the same man that told his police oddly to slap an imam or something? Yeah, and the next thing, his reaction was, oh, he was an imposter. So even if it's an imposter, you say they should slap people like that.
All right.
So you see, we have a dysfunctional society that celebrates dictators, give them a free reign to rule, to lead, to hurt, to demean. And we are meant to go and say rankadede to dictators. And when you speak out, you are told that you are not patriotic, and they will couch it around religious and tribal lines.
I mean, this is the situation that we have in our hands at this point. We have this terrorist leader who is actually number 9 on the DSS list, most wanted, and he's out there. His pictures are there, and he's negotiating with the community. It is unfortunate. It is unfortunate.
One bandit was given chieftaincy title. And the government officials were invited to the ceremony and they attended it. Is it not the same country where they were giving bandits wives? One state was organizing women for them. That if they got married, they would be...
Look at the military fatigue the guy is wearing.
Come on.
If you dare wear that cap, the military will beat you blue-black in public. But look at him. Wearing the military cap.
Unacceptable. It's the audacity and boldness of impunity.
Bandits and terrorists are criminals.
They are.
They do not deserve jollof rice. They do not deserve chieftaincy titles. They do not deserve any form of negotiation.
No.
The law of the land must be made to follow its course.
Well said, Dr. Batin. Well said. We're turning now to Oyo State, where Peter Obi, the Labour Party's presidential candidate in the well, now to Niger State, where Governor Umar Bago has drawn swift reactions on social media after announcing that all preachers in his state must submit their sermons for review before preaching. Speaking during a live interview on Sunday, Governor Bago, who had recently banned unlicensed religious preaching, took the directive a step further. He said the state government also needs to know exactly what preachers will be saying to ensure they aren't spreading anti-people and anti-government sentiments. Well, let's take a look before we take some reactions.
The religious affairs said for anybody going to sermon on a Friday, he should bring his scriptures for review, and it's normal. Even in Saudi Arabia, it's done like that. You know, we cannot say because you have been given an opportunity to be a clergy, you go there and preach some gospels that are, you know, anti-people, anti-government, then you think it's normal. We want to be able to see what they are preaching, hear what they are saying. You know, we're working together with the security agencies, the Department of State Service, the police, the civil defense, and even the military.
I mean, this is incredible. He actually compared Nigeria to Saudi Arabia. I mean, this isn't the first time Niger State has imposed a level of oversight on public discourse. Last month, we discussed this. Governor Bago also directed the Commissioner of Police to seal off Badegi FM radio station over alleged incitement. Let me take some reactions to this story. This person wrote on X, while the Nigerian Constitution guarantees freedom of thought, conscience, and religion, it explicitly states that the government shall not adopt any religion as a state religion. It also allows for restrictions on fundamental rights for the purpose of maintaining public order and security. The legality of the governor's directive is therefore a subject of debate, but this policy is unprecedented in the level of government oversight as it introduces the contentious legislation over religious content, and this has drawn criticism from religious leaders and congregants who view this innocuous policy as an insidious infringement on constitutional protections. Another ex-user wrote, Mr. Governor, your duty is to protect the security and welfare of the state, not to intrude on people's rights of expression or dictate how they worship. Your responsibility is to ensure that regardless of what is preached in places of worship, peace and security are maintained. Have you now become a gospel police? Why try to regulate sermons instead of focusing on your core duty? Stay in your lane, safeguard the state, keep the peace, and separate government responsibility from religion. And I thought that was so
That was very powerful. Thank you so much. He summed my thoughts this way, that the governor of Niger State has been majoring in a lot of minors in recent times. There are many issues in Niger State that deserve his attention more than this. Yes. When it comes to religious freedom, we've often talked about it and how free it is here. In Nigeria, it's guaranteed by the Constitution. Unfortunately, when you start to police, as it were, clerics, and comparing us to Saudi Arabia that is an Islamic state. Nigeria is supposed to be a secular state, but oftentimes we see again and again how leaders, governors, presidents choose to police what should be freedom and the right of choice for individuals in their state. Yes. Let me give him better, in terms of other areas to look at. Let's look at infrastructural development in Niger State. Let's actually talk about empowering the people enough with education to ensure that they have a better chance at life and aspiration. Let us look at security challenges, the bandits, and the talk around the fact that some of them is steeped in ideological beliefs or even religious beliefs. Let us address those things and not talk about how, and you know what he said? He said, so that we can check out whether the sermon is anti-government or anti-people. It is also a covert way of clamping down on free speech, even amongst the people, so that no one will criticize him or say anything that does not agree with his government or his person. We need to nip this in the bud. If not, after a fashion, Nigerians will just be docile. Whatever the leaders meet on the people is what they will accept. Right. So that he allows the people to speak freely and lets him face governance.
Section 38 of the Nigerian Constitution guarantees the freedom of thought, conscience, and religion. In other words, if the government of Niger State is trying to control how pastors or clerics generally think, that would be a violation of their fundamental rights under Section 38. And a further violation is indicated in Section 39, which talks about freedom of expression. Now, I'm surprised that in Niger State, they have a Niger State Religious Affairs Department. Now, Section 10 of the same Constitution says that you cannot interfere with, there shall be no state religion. So what are they doing in that Religious Affairs Department? And we've praised Governor Bago before.
We have.
He promotes religious unity. We saw him once, twice, in fact, going to churches to sing, to even preach, to promote religious unity. Yeah. But to censor clerics will be a bit too far. Section 11, however, says, of the same 1999 Constitution, that there's something about public security, and nobody, whether you are a religious figure or whatever, you are not allowed to incite the public or to cause mayhem. So how do they in Niger State, walk the tightrope without censoring the rights of religious people under Section 38 and Section 39?
These are the questions. I'll go to Katsina State now, and Rufai, we can tie it all together. We'll take...
Nigeria is a drama on its own. Nigeria is not a country. No. You see, a lot is going on in this country, as we always continue to say this. And especially this insecurity It is not. This peace deal meeting held in Katsina yesterday, day before yesterday now. This has been trading reactions online. This is a man, a wanted person, one of the most wanted person in Nigeria today. This man, this one, the other one, Toji Bello, the other one, there are many, a lot like that. So you can see the impunity that these people are doing. You can see the governors in that region, in the northern region, some of the governors, they are the same. They are in connection with these people. So you don't tell me that governors in that region, they do not know what is happening. They don't know them? No. See, before that, even in this insecurity safe, let's talk about the Bago, the governor of Niger State, who want to scrutinize or who want to assess the clerics or the Christians, whatever. You want to first of all assess their message before they go to their mosques, before they go to their churches to preach the gospel to their members. What are you doing? So that they will not preach anti-government in their churches, in their mosques. They will not talk about the failed government. They will not talk about the bad governors. You want to silence their voice. That is it. That's basically what it means. You want to shut their voices. Those that have been speaking loudly about the ill government, about failed government, for those who do not have connection with them. Do you understand? So you are not a pastor. You never been to pastoral school. You are not even a theology that you want to assess. What basis, on what ground would you assess the message that the pastor or a cleric wants to go and preach in church before he went to the church to deliver the sermon? On what basis? On what ground? On what constitutions? These are just power abuse because you have the power. You can just wake up and make decisions because you are the number one man in your state. Rubbish. Because the opportunity these people have, country is not working. When a country is not working, it result to these people are, I don't know. Is this part of how to solve the problem of insecurity? What is your business, a governor? What is your business with Christianity, with mosques? These people, you can contribute whatever they want to do. What is your business with the message they preach in their church? What is your business? What grant? What qualifications do you, or what qualifies you to first of all assess their message before they go to the church to preach? You are using Saudi as an example. If they want to cite things that are not good, they will use international. But when it comes to things that are working international, they will not come and implement it in this country. Saudi is a Muslim country. Nigeria is not a Muslim country. We have some states here. We have Muslim, we have Christian. Christian is still, the numbers of Christian are way far better than numbers of Christian, way higher than the Muslim in the country. So you don't have any right to do so. You just want to shut their voice so that people will not talk again, will not talk about failed government, those things. And now, the insecurity. See, I said this before. There is no country. That's why you see America do not negotiate with insecurity, with banditry, terrorists. They don't negotiate with them. In fact, there's anything, the only thing they need to do to make sure is to get rid of them. That is American for you, because they know when you study terrorism, you understand what it means for somebody to be corrupt, for somebody to wake up, to decide to take another person's life, to take not one, not two, not twice. They can do this often and often in different places. So these people do not deserve anything good, as far as they do not wish anybody good. So you don't have to pamper them. You don't have to give them any sense of recognitions, whatever. They do not deserve to live. So they deserve, you get rid of them so that to send message to others, because if they want to live. Now, these people are the most wanted list in the country today, that these people are not good. They are bad. They are terrorists. They are buying people every time. We see a lot of people die because as a result of these people. You call for a peace deal meeting with terrorists. They came with different magazines, different newspaper. They came, triggers, weapon in your front because they don't trust you. They don't trust anybody. They are telling you, hey, not misbehave. You call us, not me say you set trap for us. If you set trap for us, we go release you. People will go down. Now it be this. And government officials are there, military, they are there, and these are the people they have been looking for. You see all of them, they came with their weapon for a meeting, and that one wear mopo, soldier, military camouflage, which you cannot wear on the street. They'll beat hair out of you. That one, he dared the mopo to come and do something stupid. He dared them, but hey, nothing. See, when you continue to negotiate with these terrorists, you are only encouraging others members to join. It means that these people overpower the government. Government cannot do them anything. You are negotiating with them. This negotiation will not end. This negotiation will not end. Do you understand? Now, if you negotiate with these people will never agree. Never. I use the word never agree with your terms and conditions. You are the government. You are the one to agree with their terms and conditions. All their demands must be fulfilled. They will never fulfill your demands. Agree with you. No. For them to come in your face telling you that you are too small for them, come with their this thing. See all of them, see their members. They came with their magazines and the newspaper. They not send you, they not send anybody. You are negotiating with them. You're not expecting me. These people, government will speak, these people will listen to them. Drop your ammunitions, drop your weapon, let's make peace. You don't want to go inside bush. I want to give you work. No. What these people are demanding is what government will give to them. Government has to fulfill all their requirements, all their demands to stop whatever they are doing. And now Sheikh Gumi is saying military should not provoke them so that they will not react again. Whatever peace you have with them is not going to be permanent. It's temporary. Even if you say, hey, go, do not destroy, do not buy people again, go. We are giving you 1 billion naira. Or even if you promise every members in this group 1 billion naira today, after 1 month, these people will react again. They will strike again because that 1 billion naira will finish. You don't give them work. They are not working. You are not paying them consistently monthly salary. You only pay them off. Pay them 1/3 payment. You pay them off. That money will finish. When that money finishes, they will come back again. That's why you don't negotiate with them. You get rid of them. If you understand insecurity, terrorists, it's not the finish. And then when you settle these people, now the video is everywhere. See, others are only interested to join. See, there is money in this business. So you can call these people, negotiate with them, tell you this is their demand, you fulfill their demand. Other people will join. Even if this group you settle do not come again, they have already training others. These people who came for this meeting, they are not the only ones. Some are still in the bush. Some of them match different places, isn't it? So other people will come up again. Then you continue to pay until you're ready to get rid of these people. You will never have peace in your country. Now I'll say this again. A time will come. These people you fail to get rid of today, you are bringing them into the system, to the government. These people, a time will come, they will create their own state in that northern part of the country. They will create their own state where they will have their own governor, they will have their own executive governor, a deputy governor, they will have their own cabinet. Then they now have their own state. They will be collecting allocation from federal government. It's the same thing other governors in other states are collecting monthly, yearly allocations for them to do something for their community. These terrorists they will create their own state. They don't need federal government to approve them. They will create their own state. This is still going to be part of their demands. Since you are calling them for peace deal, that one, once they successfully, that's why they are sending away people from their community. Now we now have a lot of people in IDP camp. Do you understand? So these villages that they are sending people away from now, people are running from their dear lives, they will join them together. They will form their own country in one of these states. Because when they come for next meeting deal, that will be part of their tests and conditions that federal government or state government should fulfill. Give them their own state so that federal government will be giving them their allocation. They will not disturb again. A time will come, that's where they are driving to now. You continue to give them what they want. You nursing them, you agree with them, you don't get rid of them. You are telling Mopo not to, soldiers not to go after them. This country, after all, government do not care about you. They only interested about the next election. That's what they cares about. So I hope it will not get to that point where they will not have their own country, their own state in any of this Nigeria, where they will be demanding for their own allocations from federal government. I hope it will not get to that time. But if you fail to do something now, it will get to that time. It will not just affect people in the north, it will affect every one of us in this country. After all, they are already depositing their members in different regions. Now, everywhere you go in the country, they are not safe again. Fulani, kidnappers here and there. Who are those people doing it? If not Fulani, that are everywhere kidnapping, Fulani has taught them job already, something, lessons already. People are now hiding under this Fulani to terrorize, to kidnap, to make money because government has failed already. Do you understand? So I pray it should not get to that time. What do you think? Please share this video. And please follow for more. Subscribe and follow for more.